Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning back in. Alessandro the Crypto here. I hope you're all doing fine. So before we start with the content, my friends, first, very important, don't panic sell. When you see everything crashing, then don't panic sell, my friends. Just buy more with every dip, because we are still in an uptrend in the bigger time frames. In the short time frames, we had some warning signs. We are now having this pullback. Don't go and panic sell. Take it as a good buy opportunity if this move that we have seen now from $58,000 down to $53,000 is stressing you out. So don't worry, my friends, everything is still good, but we had some warning signs in the lower time frames, and right now we are seeing this play out. So we're going to analyze in this video as usual the Bitcoin price. We're also going to have a look into the CMEs and also into Ethereum. So here in the 15-minute time frame, you can see that we had this little rising wedge. It broke out to the downside, and right now we already met the target here of around $54,000. And also at the same time, we had here in the CMEs a new future gap since we closed on Friday at 55,000, and we opened up here at around $58,000 on Monday. So here you can see, as soon as we have the CME gaps, usually we always come down very quickly to fill it, like we have seen right now. And now in theory we should expect continuation to the upside, but of course there are still some warning signs in the lower time frames, and that's why we could maybe see some continuations to the downside before we're starting again to fight this 60k target that we still have. And therefore we go now into the 4-hour time frame, because here, as you can see right now, we are dropping below the 9 and 20 moving average. So if we're gonna close this 4-hour candle below $55,500, so below the 20 moving average in the 4-hour, then most likely we're gonna see a continuation here to the downside, at least towards the 50 to the 100 moving average, so between $52,000 to $48,000. And if this support level here will not hold, then we're most likely gonna have a complete retracement back down here towards the 200 moving average in the 4-hour time frame, right here at $42,000. These previous highs that we had here, which now should be turning into new support. So it is very likely that if here we're going to see a major sell-off, which is possible, that we could come even back down here towards 42,000, test this new support that we have here right at the 200 moving average in the 4-hour, and then gear up again to go again towards 60k and even higher. So this potential pullback is possible, and you can see that even here in the lower time frame, this $42,000 area is of course very likely to happen, because this is where the 200 moving average in the 4-hour is lining up, and that is not too far-fetched. Of course that would be a huge move down towards $42,000, but if it happens, take it as a good long and buy opportunity, and don't go and panic sell, my friends. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna wait until I'm gonna get another buy signal here in my own indicator. As you can see here, we also had a bearish divergence in the RSI. In my own indicator, it will also be displayed here, these bearish or bullish divergences in the RSI. So if you're using my indicator, or if you're using the live stream indicator over on the Discord, then also watch out here for the RSI, because it's telling you if we have bearish or bullish divergence. And here you can see lower highs in the RSI, and here of course higher highs in the price. So that of course is a bearish divergence, and we're gonna see these potential bearish breakout pretty soon. That is always a big warning sign, and this is also what is happening right now. We are now falling down towards this 50k, potentially even towards $42,000. So here I'm gonna wait for the next buy signal. Usually we are trading here the 3-hour time frame with my own indicator, and here also you can see that we still have a lot of room left to the downside. And the good thing is that you can see here in the 3-hour and also in the 4-hour time frame that the money flow is still positive. So even though we are dropping down, money is still entering the market, and that is always a good sign. But here on this yellow mountain here that is rising up here, you can see that the momentum now is clearly shifted to the downside, and that of course means that we're gonna see continuation to the downside pretty soon. And also if we have a look here into the Bollinger Bands, you can see that right now we are coming very close here to the bottom of around $52,800. Although stochastic right now is bottoming out, so that's why I'm expecting very soon a potential buy signal where then we can start again to go long. But before that happens, I'm pretty confident that we're gonna see continuation to the downside, and this move here is not over yet. Also, if we go over into the daily time frame here, you can see that right now we are coming very close to the 9 daily moving average right here at $52,500. That's why I'm telling you, my friends, we are still good in the bigger time frames. As long as we're closing daily candles above the 9 daily moving average, we are still in this parabolic move to the upside. Only if we are starting to close daily candles below this moving average, then watch out here for the 20 daily right at $48,000. And if this one will not hold, then watch out here for the 50 daily moving average right at 40K. So even though Bitcoin could even drop towards $40,000, we will still remain in our bull market, we will still remain on our bull trend, and we will continue to create higher highs and higher lows here. So that is very important for a bull market, that we have a healthy growth towards new levels. It would be very bad if right now we're just gonna moonshot towards 100K and then have a massive correction down to 20K or something like that. So this is usually the things that you don't want to see. You want to see a stable growth in the price, and that of course is also followed by pullbacks and corrections. And here in the daily time frame right now we also have this sell signal flashing. This only indicates that we maybe could come down towards the 9 or 20 daily moving average, but of course if we would start to close daily candles below these important moving averages, then these two here, the 50 moving average right at 40K, should be holding as a very strong support. I think it is very unlikely that we're gonna drop below this 50 daily moving average, so below 40K. We are just seeing right now a healthy correction down to the support levels to confirm that we have new supports and then move on towards new levels. We were very exhausted here in the daily time frame. The RSI was overbought. In my own indicator already now we had two confirmed sell signals, and that's why a pullback was overdue. The question is only where we're gonna bottom out and then continue our bull market. So that's why, my friends, keep always your Bitcoin safe somewhere in a hardware wallet. Don't touch it until we're gonna reach our targets way above 100K. Because I want to remind you that we are still on this way up towards 100K, and 100K doesn't mean that this will be the top, but at least this is where the stock to flow model price is calculating where Bitcoin should be trading at right now. And as you can see right now, we are still far away from the stock to flow model price level, not only this one up here at 100K, but also where we should be in right now. And this price levels is now at $33,000. I told you when we had here this run up towards $50,000 and $60,000 that even though of course it is bullish that we are seeing these fast moves to the upside, be aware that the stock to flow model price is still at $33,000. So if Bitcoin is starting to consolidate here and go sideways, this blue line is catching up with the price. But if here we're gonna see a huge sell-off, then we could go straight again towards this $33,000 and then move along this trend line again until of course we're gonna reach here this 100K. So whenever we are way above this price model, same like we were over here when we moonshotted towards $42,000 and then had this crash down to 30K, back down to the stock to flow model price level, then here we had a big jump again to the upside. So now you might think it is always good to take profits as soon as we are far away from this trend line. In my opinion, no, it's not worth the risk to try to sell the tops here to hope then to rebuy back in cheaper, because maybe at the time that you're selling here, for example, at $50,000 and Bitcoin is starting to trade sideways here between $60,000 to $70,000 and the stock to flow model price level is catching up with the price, at the end you will need to buy in at a higher price, and like that you lose money, of course. So during this stage when we're rising up exponentially here to the upside towards 100K, my opinion is not worth to look for tops, but it's better to look for bottoms and then buy more and more on the way up and start to take profits once at least we're gonna reach here the target of 100K, and of course these higher prices here between $200,000 to $300,000, because most of the times we always overshoot this price level. So that doesn't mean that 100K must be the top, but this is where Bitcoin should be trading at right now. So you can see that based on this price model, we are currently a bit too high priced, but that doesn't mean that you have to go and panic sell and hope that you can rebuy back in at $30,000 or $40,000. In my opinion, it's not worth the risk because Bitcoin will go anyway way higher. So if this scenario is happening that we're going to crash again towards 33 to 40k, then buy as much as you can. Don't look right now for tops. This is what we're going to have to look later on. For now, it is good to still accumulate more Bitcoin with every major dip that we're gonna see. And also if we go over into the weekly time frame, you can see that right now we are also quite far away from all the weekly moving averages, at least the important ones here at the 9 weekly moving average at $42,000. As you can see also here, this price level, it is a very significant price level also here in the weekly time frame. And of course down here the 20 weekly moving average at 28,650. So is it possible that we could crash down towards these levels? Yes, of course it is possible. If it's likely, I don't think so. Maybe the 9 weekly moving average here at 41 to 42,000, yes, but that we could see a crash maybe even down towards 28,000 to 30k, I don't think that is very likely, but of course possible based here in the weekly time frame, because you can also see that here all the money flow is still rising, so there are still no bad signs that we could enter into a bear market or anything like that, that we could see a major drop, but pullbacks are always possible. And during this whole bull run, you can see that the 9 weekly moving average held always as a very strong support, and only as soon as we're gonna start to close weekly candles below this moving average, then maybe we could come back down here towards the 20 weekly or maybe even go lower. But as long as we're closing weekly candles above the 9 weekly, we are good to go to the upside. And even here in the CMEs, you can see that we are still looking very bullish here in the bigger time frame. Of course, we have also still some future gaps below of us. Maybe one day they will get filled, but for now I think that we of course have still very strong momentum to the upside, and we most likely will not come very soon here down to potentially fill these gaps that we still have here at around $24,000, for example. This is still a big one that didn't get filled yet. And now let's go over to Ethereum, because also Ethereum, as you can see here, of course the weekly time frame is looking very bullish, money flow is rising here, and also the 9 weekly moving average is now here at $1,400. So even here in Ethereum, if we're gonna see a big crash, I'm pretty confident that here the 9 weekly moving average at $1,400 to $1,500 will hold as a very strong support, and I don't think that we will crash lower. But if so, then watch out also here for the 20 weekly moving average at $950. And now if we go over into the daily time frame, here you can see that also we have now a confirmed sell signal. You see now the momentum shifted to the downside, and of course right now we are in a very critical point. We are right at the 9 and 20 daily moving average. If this one will fail, if today we're gonna close below $1,800 in the Ethereum price, be prepared that we could crash down towards the 50 daily moving average right at $1,500, where the 50 daily moving average is lining up, and also where we had previous resistance, and now it should be acting as a strong support. And now we can also go over into the lower time frames. Here you can see the 4-hour, and although the 4-hour right now is in a downtrend, we are closing below all the moving averages. Only the 100 is holding so far, but as soon as we're gonna close this 4-hour candle below $1,800, then I think we will come down towards 1,500 and then potentially retest this area down here and hopefully hold it. Because also here you can see in Ethereum money flow is still positive, and although we could see here very soon a buy signal, potentially even earlier than in Bitcoin, because in Bitcoin it looks like that we still have some more room left to the downside. But here in Ethereum, it looks like that we are bottoming out pretty soon, and then we could, of course, gear up again towards 2K and higher. So the conclusion for now, my friends, is that yes, we most likely gonna see continuation to the downside in Ethereum and also in Bitcoin in the next coming hours, maybe also during the next couple of days, because it also looks like that the stock market is gonna open up in red today. So usually Bitcoin also reacts in a negative way when we are seeing the stock market bleeding. So let's see and wait when the US stock market is gonna open, what will happen. But overall, I think Bitcoin is still looking very bullish, very healthy, and take this pullback here as a good long and buy opportunity as soon as we're getting here another buy signal. And if you also want to trade with my own indicator over on Discord, then of course feel free to join our free Discord trading chat. The link is down below here to join our chat. Once you clicked it, you have to go here to read first, confirm that you are a human, click here the thumbs up button, and like this you have free access to our great Discord trading chat. And if you want to get access to this live stream indicator, which is giving you buy and sell signals for Bitcoin, I will bring the new update with the new indicator this week. Then you can contact me with a private message here on Discord. Just right click my name here and then click here on a message, and for a little donation you can get access to this indicator. So you have to contact me here so I can set up the access for you here manually. So join our Discord trading chat, link is down below here, and of course also check out all the links to Bybit, Phemex, Binance, Coinbase, Swissborg. All these recommended exchanges gives you extra money and extra bonus if you use my invitation links down below here. And for all Coinbase users, we have new free slots here to get some free altcoins just by clicking these invitation links for Coinbase Earn. Like this you will get completely for free some altcoins. So check them out if you want to get some free compound, EOS, band protocol, and so on. With the links down below here, you can claim them for free, but only for Coinbase users. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up for now. Thank you again very much for your support. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also watch the video that is popping up at the end of this video, a very, very important long-term Bitcoin video. So thank you again very much for watching, my friends, and we're gonna see us all in the next one. Bye.